Franklin Technology Center will offer 2 new programs next school year. Advanced Manufacturing is designed to teach students about different aspects of automated manufacturing, including robotics, welding, and CNC machining. Students will be exposed to a variety of machines used in the manufacturing industry through hands-on simulation and training. Machine, tool, and shop safety will be covered throughout the course, and this course is designed for students who wish to pursue a career in automated manufacturing. The other class is Early Childhood Professions, and it introduces students to methods and materials to assist young children in the learning process. During the program, students will complete practicum hours at either Joplin Head Start or the Joplin Early Childhood Center. This program is designed for students who wish to pursue a career in early childhood education. If you're interested in learning more about either of these programs, email Mr. Brown or Miss Morris at Franklin Technology Center.
Good morning, this is JHS Weekly. I'm Kendall Lewis.
I'm Alex Hunt.
Samantha Walker recently found out what determines the price of a yearbook.
There's no doubt the high school can be expensive. From school pictures to club fees, the cost of being a student at a free high school can quickly add up. One of the biggest parts of the student experience is the yearbook, but the high price tag often deters students from purchasing one. I wondered what determined that price, and to learn more, I talked to members of the yearbook staff.
According to advisor Mary Crane, underwriting production costs is a large factor in the $60 price tag.
Both programs, both the Spyglass and the yearbook, have to underwrite their publication costs. So for the yearbook, that is in the neighborhood of $40,000 to $44,000 a year.
And according to editor Umbrea Hodges, the school doesn't offer much help in that department.
Some people think that the school gives us funding for the yearbook, and they don't. We don't get any funding from the school. We come up with funding on our own. We do all of our advertising on our own. We do sales on our own. We come up with the money on our own. And that's really hard because the high school students do it. We have business managers. We have an advertising person. I mean, we do that.
Crane adds that the way the school provides for the publication is through a classroom stipend.
The school district provides no funding for what we do as the yearbook. They do provide an annual stipend of a certain classroom amount, so I can use that to buy cameras for the students, which I try to keep those in functioning order, and I've built up our inventory to where we have about 8 to 10 cameras at any given time. When I came, we had 2, so that's been very helpful, but in terms of the cost of the product, that is up for us to each year to balance the budget.
But the district doesn't receive any profit from the yearbook sales.
It goes to the yearbook account. It goes to us. We get to use that, but usually we have to pay off things. We have to pay off other books, and I mean, it's really hard because you never know how funding is going to go each year, because that depends on the sales of the book and that depends on who buys them. So it's pretty difficult, but we make it happen.
It seems that the profit margin for yearbooks has been minimal, even non-existent.
Sometimes we don't even break even. I mean, there's been years that we usually break even, but I think last year was our first time that we had a little more to use.
The profit on the yearbook has been minimal. There have been several years where we had a very hard time breaking even, and so more recently we're starting to now stabilize how much is coming in with how much the actual product costs.
As of right now, there doesn't appear to be any way to lower the cost of yearbooks.
I'm open to suggestions as far as how to lower the cost, but I can't think of anything, given the fact that our assignment each year is to pay for the product. We just have to price our book at a level that's going to cover our costs, so that if we have any money left over, that just stays in the account for the year that we maybe don't have as many business ads or as many senior recognition ads that are coming in to help cover that cost of that book.
The lack of students' sales also makes it difficult to lower the price.
It would have to be evident over a period of 2 to 3 years. If we had an increase in sales, that would certainly help. But since I've been here, we have wrestled with trying to even get 50% of our student population to even purchase a book.
While she acknowledges that the price might seem high, Hodges believes that buying a yearbook is worth it.
Or getting something worth its price. Everything that we do that goes into the yearbook is worth the amount that's being paid. And there's so much that we do. I mean, we do this for a whole year. We have things, we have deadlines, we have a whole entire book that we create from scratch. And I think it's important for you to take one of these with you, to take something from your high school.
If you determine that the price is worth it, you can purchase a yearbook in B1 in Mary Crane's room. Reporting for JHD, I'm Samantha Walker.
Thanks, Sam.
Congratulations to Pete Johannes. Pete received a $20,000 scholarship to the University of Northwestern Ohio. Pete went to Ohio this fall and took a written test which he had the highest score on. Thanks for putting FTC on the UNOH map.
You have 1 before break to return any library books that are due. Come in and check out a new book or 2 to have for the break as well. Happy holidays from the library staff.
There was a Fusion Christmas party recently. Zoe Baker brings us a closer look.
The Fusion team held their Christmas party in the B3 last Friday. I went to talk to Ms. Hall and others to figure out more.
This event is a holiday party for our Fusion leaders and freshmen. This time of year can be high stress with finals coming up, big projects being due, assignments being due, so we like to have an event where freshmen can go and have fun with their Fusion leaders before Christmas break. We decided to go with an ugly sweater party this year because those are very in style, especially during the holiday season, and there's all sorts of sweaters for all sorts of holidays. I saw one with like a sequin unicorn today, so you can pick something that's fun and still have it be festive. Holiday break can be a pretty long period of time to be away from school. It's the longest period of time since summer break, so before everybody goes on their separate ways for Christmas break, we like to all get together and just celebrate. This year we decided to see what freshmen were interested in having, so we have video games like Fortnite and Mario Kart and Just Dance. We also have some board games, we have Foursquare, and we also have a Christmas movie, which was Elf, chosen by the freshmen. So movies, you can't have a movie without popcorn, so we decided to get some popcorn straight from the movie theater. And then our interns decided to do a hot chocolate bar this year, so we have peppermint and marshmallows and whipped cream, so students can fix hot chocolate however they like it.
The Fusion team had a lot of freshmen come out to enjoy games and release stress. Reporting for JHD, I'm Zoe Baker.
Thanks, Zoe. Attention all creative and artistic students and staff. The library is accepting idea drawings that may be used as a mural in the library. Stop by the library or ask one of the art teachers for a submission sheet with the guidelines and a place for your drawing idea. You may enter more than once as an individual or group. Entries are due in the library by Friday, December 21st.
Student Council is once again hosting the Winter Formal Dance of Vintage Christmas. It will be held on December 15th in the JHS Cafeteria and Eagle Alley. More information to come.
Elizabeth Beasley gives us a closer look at Memorial's character and history.
Memorial Education Center is celebrating 100 years of educating students. Over the years, there have been many different education centers. I spoke with Dr. Saketa for more information.
This building was built after there was a significant parade and lots of activities and campaign to build a new high school for the students of Joplin. So back in 1915, they decided that they wanted to build a new school, probably more like 1914 actually. Well, I know it was built in 1917, and the first graduating class came through here in 1918, right at the end of World War I. This was a big, majestic building in its day, and it still is. Has a lot of character. There's a lot of people that's been through this building. Last year we celebrated 100 years in this building. I know it's served the district in a lot of different ways as well. My background in the district is I've been in the district since 2002, and I'm a history major myself, so history fascinates me, and I've read a lot about the building and a lot about the Joplin School District and what all has occurred over the last more than a century. You know, that our Joplin Schools has been in existence all the way back to 1885. And it's been a lot of different things over the years. It's been the high school. It was the high school till 1958. We also included junior college classes on the top floor at one point. Missouri Southern grew out of the Joplin School District. Missouri Southern was once Joplin Junior College, and Joplin Junior College was part of the Joplin School District. It was ours. And so that relationship changed in the early 60s when Missouri Southern went completely out on their own as a four-year school out where it's located right now in the 60s. The new Joplin High School at 2104 Indiana became Parkwood High School, and this school became Memorial High School. Okay, and so this school was the Eagles, and Parkwood was the Bears. So Joplin School had one high school from 1888 until 1969. Then they split into two, and that's not to count that there was an African American high school in actually K through 12 school in town from 1933 till about 1957, 58. With Brown versus Topeka, changed that, of course, so that we integrate the schools. So there's a big history here, and it kind of mirrors what was going on in America as well, like a lot of communities around here. When Dr. Gilbert was here, we had Memorial Middle School. So that we had 3 middle schools at that time, so they changed the name, and it was grades 6 through 8. There was a time there were 8th and 9th graders here, and it was called Joplin Junior High. And then during the tornado years, we had the 9th and 10th graders here because we had to split the students up into 2 locations because we couldn't get them all in one location temporarily until the new high school was built. So we had 9th and 10th graders here. We've had early childhood students here. We've had several special needs programs that have been here. Now we have gifted students here. And we're about to put adult programs from Franklin Tech adult programs that are located at Missouri Southern in this building starting in July 2019. So we've had little kids here, we've had middle school age kids here, we've had high school kids here, we're about to have more adults here, we've had junior college students here. Now the building serves as an administrative building primarily, but it's also going to continue as an education institution. I would like to see us continue to keep this building up and maintain it well. I know one of the things that we're looking at is use LED lighting throughout the building to be more energy efficient and to bring it up to 21st century standards. We've done a lot of work on the roof, and we've done a lot of work on the heating and ventilation systems in this building to keep it in good shape. As I said before, with Franklin Tech adult programs coming here on the first floor, that's going to really change the look of the building because it's going to be a real 21st century tech kind of look, very trendy looking place. So adults will want to come here and be a part of something as they learn to go out and do different things in their 2-year programs, and we're excited about that to keep training the workforce of our area, here at Memorial. So I would just like to see it continue. I think this building has a lot of years left in it, and I think with some of the upgrades and the carpet and pulling out the old tiles and putting up sheetrock in some of the rooms and kind of dressing them up, and I think the charm of the old building's here, but also we're trying to make sure that it's dressed up for the time period that we're in as well. I do think that it's relevant for us to know the history of a building. I think it's relevant for us to know the history of our community, of everything. I think it brings perspective to what we do. It helps us think about what we did well and think about what we can do better in the future. History and understanding of history and understanding of tradition and things that have been done really goes a long way to help the culture of a community or a school district in this case. And it brings pride. And there are certain things that went on in this building and people that worked here that did great things that need to continue to remember to be celebrated and to be honored and to think about, and so that we can emulate some of those great things that happened in those activities that made Joplin School District outstanding. When people walk into this building, that were here for whatever reason they were here, or they have good memories, and we want to continue those.
Reporting for JHS, I'm Melissa Beasley.
Thanks, Alyssa.
Need winter clothes such as socks, shoes, or sweaters? Talk to any of your classroom teachers to visit the Eagle Reserve. All items are free of charge to all JHS students.
Donating blood is one of the most important things people can do. It can save many lives. Arel brings us a closer look.
Blood is the most precious gift that you can give to another person, the gift of life. The decision to donate your blood could save anyone or several people.
When you are willing to donate blood, we need you to bring your ID in, and you need to be 16 years of age or older with parents' consent, or 17 or older without. And we want you to be feeling well and healthy the day that you donate. You simply come in, you answer medical questions, where have you vacationed, we'll take your blood pressure, take a drop of blood from your finger to check your iron levels, those kind of things. Then we will ask, have you donate. Then we will have you take a snack in the canteen to recover. The whole process takes about 45 minutes.
You have to wait 15 minutes after you give blood because if you were to pass out, then it could be serious problems. We have our Texas Roadhouse rolls, we have a whole bunch of different snacks. We have Gatorade and water, and you just sit down and there's going to be someone talking to you the whole time. So
we want you to take it easy. We like to think about it, you've been helping 2 to 3 patients with their health, so we want you to be good to yourself because you've done something wonderful for your fellow man.
All of the students in the CNA class are going to walk you back to class.
Your body will be fine, but you have lost a unit of blood. You have approximately 8 to 10 units in you, depending on your size and your build, but you've donated 1 unit. But proportionately, that's not that much. But you want to be kind to your body. You want to take it easy. You want to relax. Let your body catch up with itself, so to speak, and that way you won't have any adverse reactions like lightheadedness or being dizzy, that kind of thing.
I am a blood buddy, so I'm just going to be there talking to them, making sure everything's okay, to see if they need anything to drink or something to eat. And I'm just there so if they were to pass out, I could get someone to help.
We just love and appreciate our students very much. They make it fun. It's hard work, but it's fun. We have a fun theme every time we come to a blood drive at a high school. And Life is Sweet is the theme this time, and I think the students have really been enjoying that with fun colored t-shirts. So I guess I would just say thank you to all of our local donors for what they do for our local patients. It's important because we never know when those accidents are going to happen. We never know when we're going to be sick or hurt. So it needs to be there. And we also never know when it's going to touch one of our friends or loved ones.
Reporting for JHS Weekly, I'm Arel Cepeda.
Thanks, Arel.
Balancing work and school can be a handful. Abby Nielsen brings us more insight.
Many students at Joplin High School have jobs outside of school, so they have to juggle schoolwork and a job. To learn more information, I interviewed Arel Cepeda.
I work at about 25 hours a week, and that's enough hours to gain enough money and also go to school at the same time. And if I do too much of either, I end up losing both of them. The latest I work on school nights would be till 9:30 to 10, and because my work is far away, I usually end up coming home around 10, almost till 11. I get a decent amount of homework. I mean, it's not too much, but it's not too little. But when I get more homework on the nights where I work, so and for the amount of time it takes for me to finish my homework, because it takes a little longer for me to actually do the work and concentrate. It takes me about an hour or two. And when I come home from work, which is at 9, I stay up till 11 or 12 just doing it. My grade has been staying the same because if I have homework the night before and I need to finish it, I wouldn't mind staying up all night and doing it because I know the hard work will pay off either way. So my grades haven't been affected at all. I just like to do the hard work. The reason why I work and why I can't just quit is because I pay some of the bills at my house, and my contribution is as crucial as anyone else's, like my mom and my dad's. Keep up the good work, and all that hard work you've been working towards will pay off, and everything will be great.
Reporting for JHD, I'm Abigail Nelson.
Thanks, Abby. Varsity Dance Team is holding a dance clinic on Sunday, January 13th at JHS from 3 to 5 p.m. Please see Coach Powell for more information.
Are you a member of Key Club, supporter of Key Club, or a former member? If any of those apply to you, we invite you to help us celebrate our 70th anniversary this Friday, December 14th, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the Black Box. We are also doing inductions, awards, and a service project to make dog toys for the Joplin Humane Society. Send RSVPs to Ms. Adcock.
Sophia Good wanted to get students' opinions on some of the recent events.
I'm Sophia Good, and I'm reporting Robert Post about the tape that is in the cafeteria. So what is your opinion on the tape?
I think that the tape has actually been an overall positive influence on the school, and that it's actually helped with the flow of traffic during the passing periods, and it's ultimately been more helpful to the students than any other thing that we've done recently. Well,
what do you think that, like, if you were to change one thing about the tape, like, would you change it, or like if you were to make it bigger or smaller?
The one thing I would change would probably extend the tape by an extra couple inches or maybe a whole foot, just because there's still a little bit of backflow since many students just stand around the tape.
Have you ever had trouble going to class because of the people that still stand around it?
Yes.
What do you think about the tape in the cafeteria, and do you think it helps a lot?
Not really. Kids still sit there and stand there, and it gets really annoying sometimes just hearing like the principals blow the whistle and stuff.
If you can change one thing about it, what would it be and why?
The location of where like everybody hangs out, like instead of it being like the cafeteria, like the halls, because that tape is just really unnecessary and we don't need it on the floor.
All right. And do you have any other opinions about it? Like if you wanted to, do you want to take it off, like, or do you think it should be there?
I don't think it should be there.
Reporting for JHD, I'm Sophia Good.
Thanks, Sophie.
This has been JHS Weekly. Have a great week.
Thank you.